Good morning. My name is Raise78. My name in real life is Grace, and I am doing these videos mostly to capture footage for Be Right Back screens for Twitch. I'm gonna let the intro play and then I'll talk about that a little bit more. Okay, so as you guys know, I love to transcribe NES music to make it available for people, and also so I can play around with it. I majored in music in college, and NES music just has, I don't know, it's something special from childhood that just has really stuck with me, and so I've always loved it. This is one of my favorite games that my dad and I used to play together when I was a kid. And I want to capture, in particular, CRT footage for my scenes. And that's not easy to find on YouTube. So I just figured I'll do it myself. And if you guys enjoy these videos, let me know. And I'll just kind of keep them coming on a regular basis. MuseScore is being a pain right now and is not pushing my scores over to YouTube. I have, gosh, I think 87, and I've only got about 50 of them. So there are more to come. Hopefully soon. This is such a great little game. I love the scenery. I love the music. I love the kind of muted, washed out, kind of drab color palette because all the water has dried up, the fountains are drying up. And this world is dying, and you have to restore the fountains and restore life to the world tree. I wonder what happened. Let's see. So we don't want to go this way. Got a nice monster in town already. All these little shops, but we don't have any money yet. This is not enough golds. Gotta get some golds. So a meteorite has hit this area. And apparently it has made the dwarves go crazy and come up and attack the elves. So presumably every enemy that we're fighting is some kind of warped dwarf from this poison from the meteorite. Go to see the guru before you see the king. So the guru is the little guy that gives us our passwords, gives us our rank and title, and sometimes gives us items. Take this ring. This ring will identify you. So if we tried to go into the castle before we got this ring, we would be locked out. Our little key merchant. Looks kind of like Bill Murray. And our little tools guy. Well, let's see if I can jump over these without getting hit. Seems like when I play this game, I always get hit at least once. Ah, we did it that time. Awesome. Now, these guys you really don't need to talk to or get anything from, but I like talking to them because they're just funny looking. Because it's a lot cheaper to go to the meat guy. He'll fill up your life and your magic without having to talk to these. Love how their eyes blink in sync with their mouth opening. Now we get some gold. Fantastic. See if we can do it again. Yes! Headed that way, headed that way. Let's get ourselves a weapon. I don't know if anybody else reads it like this, but it looks like he's saying yellow, because the H's look like N's. The number of times I messed up passwords playing this game because of the way some of the letters look. Now there's a little trick to this. You can spend exactly 1,500 golds and then go back to the king and get more, and just keep repeating that. But I don't generally do that. I think the elixir throws it off, and the elixir is such a valuable thing to have that I just go ahead and buy it. That's one of my cats. You can come sit. You can come sit. As long as you sit. Mm-hmm. I've got a pair of Siamese cats. I need to start uploading more cat videos. I got 2 of them way down there at the bottom that I uploaded several years ago. Hey, Sumi, you're making me forget what I just bought. Let me look at my inventory. Okay, I got the elixir. I need the deluge. Me? She's butting her head against my hands. There she goes. That's good. Settle down. Settle down. I've got another little male named Yoshi. He's around here somewhere. Probably found the sunbeam. Visit all gurus on your way. You'll get a title according to your experience, and the only thing that does is determine how much gold you start with at the beginning of the game. Don't try too hard. Let's fill up our health meter just a little bit, at least, to get us to the next town. That'll do. So that's the way we came in. Can't go back that way. Gotta go forward. And the keys break every time you use them, so you have to get a new key. But we won't be coming back this way. Love this music. This is probably my favorite NES soundtrack of all time. And this is a special little shop. We can grind and get some advanced magic and a magical shield here if we want to, but I generally don't do that. I think I've done that once. Takes a while, so we will not be doing that today. We'll just take a look at his inventory. Yep, that's quite a bit of... I definitely never grinded for all of that money for the death spell, because that's plenty available later. But the magic shield is harder to find. But we'll let it go for now. Oops. Go ahead and get a mantra first before we progress. Welcome to the town of Apolloon. Let's see, we've got a jack key, so we really don't need to worry about keys. Let's see what we've got here. Small shield. really nothing else, but let's go ahead and get a red potion. We blocked the passage to the next town by building a wall. The dwarfs just keep coming. Yep, good idea. We'll have to go get some money. Now the hospital will fill up our health, but it tends to be very expensive. It gets more and more expensive, so I rarely use it. But sometimes the nurse has some good tips for us when there is a nurse. Yep, don't need the doc. Don't have negative thoughts. Remember your mantra. Go back a little bit and get some... Actually, let's go the other way. I don't want to use up all my magic. We just need 800 golds. We'll get our shield and then we'll get something to bust that wall down so we can get to the next town. And I think there's no meat shop there, so we'll get enough to get the hospital to heal us before we head into that dungeon that's up ahead. I think it's 250 golds, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. That should be enough. We'll get a little bit more just in case. $250. Not too bad. See if these guys say anything different. Nope. here's our tower. We've got an extra key. Love this music too. It's great. I have been trying to upload this one. The MuseScore is just not cooperating right now. Oops. The jumping is a little bit stiff, takes some getting used to. And this guy is quite easy. You just stand here and throw magic at him. I don't want to push him too far to the right or I won't be able to collect the gold. There we go. I'm holding Matic. There's our key to the next town. Not too bad for a first dungeon. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys and collect their gold. I can buy a better weapon at the next town. Because having to use your magic to kill things kind of low to the ground is wasteful. So we'll have a weapon with better range when we get to the town of Forepaw. Well, let's go back and see if we have any new dialogue. Ah, shoot. Not too worried about getting hit because I'm going to go ahead and get another hospital treatment before the journey ahead. Oh, they don't change their tune. Watch out for the jar of poison. Yeah, so when you exit your game, it takes away all your gold that you earn. So it's always good to buy the equipment you want before you stop, because that title that I just got will determine how much gold I start with when I reload the game. If you have the Matic, you can break the wall. But if you don't have it, did that, we're all good to go. Now we're going to need more keys. At least one more jack key. And they're good and cheap here, so let's just go ahead and maybe get 2. Nah, should only need 1, I think. No good way to jump down here. You're gonna get hit. And there's an item that spawns right here. I want to say it's a glove, or maybe it's a jar of ointment. Gives you some temporary buffs. We're not gonna worry about that. Well, I need a better weapon. That's all there is to it. The range on this is just not very good. There we go. There's the glove. Temporarily increases your attack power, so I think it takes a little bit. Oh, he got me. Shoot. Takes 1 shot less to kill things. Not easy to get to, so we'll just leave it there. Because it doesn't last that long. Here's our next town. This is the town of Forepaugh. I will definitely take that. And there's also wing boots in the inventory, which are going to become very important shortly, but we don't have to buy them because they spawn in multiple places. In fact, you really never have to buy a set of wing boots. You can always find a set. But we definitely want that armor. Now this is much better. Much, much better. Water from 3 springs flows into the fountain. Find the 3 springs and return the water to the fountain. Need those wing boots. But that's okay, we will find a spawn place in the dungeon. So long. Let's go ahead and get a mantra. And a title. Go over that way. There we go. Go ahead and get our money to get our armor upgrade. And then that dungeon that was over in that screen is not the dungeon we're headed to yet. And here's where the fountain in the sky is. We just need the boots. This is a good place to come to because we got some free red potions that spawn on that little platform right there. So we got 2, so we're good. I don't think we'll need either of them yet. Always good to have. So this has a special key that you need. There is the mark of Joker by the keyhole, so we need a Joker key, and we only have a Jack key. Let's get that armor before we head into the dungeon. slightly harder, but not too difficult of a dungeon. I always liked how your equipment shows up on your character too. I always thought that was pretty cool. A little bit unusual for games of this time. And we want to stay on this upper platform because here is the entrance to our dungeon. It's interesting. It looks very small on the outside, but it's quite big. Whereas the one that we went in earlier looked huge on the outside and was quite small. And I always like the backgrounds in this game. It's a lot like Legacy of the Wizard, which is in the same family of games. You have these extensive dungeons. It's actually one big giant dungeon that you're in Legacy of the Wizard. And all of these interesting looking structures in the background that you can't go into. But you always wonder, you know, what's behind that door? What's behind that window? All these underground fortresses. Kind of neat. This game has a little bit of that. I think we want to go this way. And I'll definitely be doing a Legacy of the Wizard playthrough as well, because I've transcribed quite a few of the pieces from that game too. And I love that game. It was recommended to me by some friends that I met on Twitch. I had never heard of it. It's a shame, because it's a game that I'm sure my dad and I would have absolutely loved figuring out back in the day. But I did a complete playthrough of it for the first time on my Twitch channel. Okay, there's our dry spring that we need to revive. And there's the medicine that we need to revive it. Okay, so we need to go left. These guys are going to hit me. I think there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, shoot. That was bad timing. Oops. Okay, so this respawns, which is nice, so we can just... Actually, let's just, We have an elixir already, so let's go ahead and fill up our life. We'll grab this and then we'll come back here and get it again on the way out because it's good to have. Try to avoid those rocks. So now we got one spring revived. Got two more. Go to Mascon and find the poison the dwarves hide. Otherwise the elves will be destroyed. Oops. Well, I think we'll let the elixir revive our health again. Just to be on the safe side. I think this guy's gonna... Oh, no. Well, he hit us that time. Here's where we need to be for the wing boots. And that is a guru. Just walk out and come back. There we go. So we're gonna need another jack key. We do need two if we do it in this order. Because we have to get, I believe we have to get the fountain in the sky activated before we can get the Joker key that we need to open that other dungeon. Go below the blue sky, you'll find a fountain in the sky. Yep. Alright. That's okay. We got plenty of gold. We are not hurting for money. Let's try to stay away from that poison. And I can't remember if it's in this screen or the next one. But these wing boots thankfully last quite a long time. Next one. This is so pretty right here. Some of the brightest colors you see in this game. Otherwise, it has a very kind of autumn color scheme to it. Lots of browns and oranges and dark greens. Yay, there's our second spring. Get the key from the guru in the Tower of Fortress and search for the undiscovered first fountain. First spring. Is that what you mean? And our wing boots are still going. That's kind of neat. See if we can get ourselves another red potion and then I'll fill up my health. Actually, let's get another 2. Because the dungeon with the Joker key is quite challenging, or can be. Just to be on the safe side, we'll get another one. And you don't want to die in that dungeon, because if you do, you have to go back and get another Joker key. You only get one at a time. Well, darn it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our queen key. See if these guys have any different dialogue. Nope. If you can push the rock away from the fountain, you'll find the way to Mascon, but you can't move it without the ring of ruby. The old man of the spring will have it. Ask him. That's very important coming up. Because I did not do that the first time my dad and I played this, and we had to get yet another Joker key and go back and talk to that man of the hidden spring to get the ring. Now we'll just use our red potion. Actually, let's talk to the guru first. Probably have another title. Yep. Chevalier. That's a fancy one. Sometimes when you kill those guys, ointment shows up right here. There's the rock that we have to push to make the fountain flow. Or to open the passage to Mascon, rather. And I don't think we'll need to use that red potion because there's a bunch of monsters here that drop bread. So I think we're good. And I believe, just go this way. Oh, we could get more winged boots. But we technically don't need them. There's our Joker key. We got a Joker key and we've got plenty of red potions. So I think we're good. Should be enough. Well, if I can avoid getting hit there. Okay. We go immediately into a fight Let's see if we can do okay with this. The most important thing is do not get knocked out that door. That's easy to happen right here. And then you have to go back and get another Joker key. There's our spring, and I will give you the Ring of Ruby. Now push the rock away from the fountain. Now we can leave. Always talk to him twice. Better to be safe than sorry. Don't want to die here. Oh well. We're about to. That's why it's always good to have... Shoot. It's just hard to avoid this guy's projectiles. I mean, we've got our elixir, but I'd prefer not to use it just yet. Whew. Okay, we made it. Before we push the rock away, I'm gonna go get some more red potions. At least 2. Had to cough a little bit there and did not want it to get caught in the mic. I don't think anyone's dialogue changes, so let's just get our password and move on. Now this whole sequence that I just did here, I can't remember how long it took me and my dad to figure all this out. Of course, that was in the days before internet, and it was mostly just kind of networking with your friends. And I didn't have any friends that had this game, so we just played it together and figured it out over time. But it took a while to do this whole area. And this is one of my favorite transitions coming up in the game. There's our fountain flowing, and we'll just push this rock. And all of a sudden, where are we? What is going on here? This is creepy. I love this music. Hey! No, that would happen. It's funny. See what's up this way. We don't have any keys, so we can't really go into any dungeons anyway. And there's several dungeons in this area, and then several of them don't lead to anything, and you have to be careful. There's a space right there, so you'll fall down. This part of the game's a little bit trolly. Oops. Let's talk to you first. What business do you have here? This is the misty town of Mascon. When the meteorite is dissolved in water, it becomes poison, which will bring sickness. This town has been covered with a mist ever since the meteorite hit the town. Some areas might still be burning. The meteorite is meditated on at the Tower of Suffer. You'll find the tower above a guru. Be careful. So that tower that we saw back the other way is not one that we have to go into. In fact, I have a feeling that's the Death Trap Tower. We'll explore it probably in the next edition I do of this, because I'm gonna stop here pretty soon. Gotta check my workflow and get some stuff done. Now that we've talked to everybody, let's see what kind of equipment we've got. A large shield, that would be useful, and some thunder magic. And get both of those. And I shouldn't need any red potions, but the shops that were mentioned that are outside town, I think have the cheapest red potions in the game, maybe minus the first town that you show up in. Aeolus. And there's no guru in this town. So to get our password, we'll have to explore a bit. Actually, I should go ahead and get a key. We'll need a queen key for the Tower of Suffer. And the only reason I even go into this tower is because you get winged boots. You'll find out that you actually really... There's really nothing that you need in that tower. It made this part of the game kind of confusing. And if we stay on these platforms, that little ladder up there will take us to the shop outside town. And I think it's the only other shop besides the very beginning of the game where you can actually buy an elixir. That's always nice to know too. But we don't need anything up there, at least not right now. Well, I take that back. Let's go up there because I think they have death magic and I can probably afford it. And it might be worth buying before I stop for the day. But we don't have to worry about grinding for any money the next time. Yep, there we go. Oh, we don't quite have enough money. Well, let's just make a little bit. Won't take that long. But it's cheaper than it was in that very first shop at the start of the game. There we go. Still not the guru, but we'll talk to these people. Dwarfs are chanting their mantras to a segment of the meteorite. They believe it has special cosmic power. Interesting. We'll get to the Tower of Suffer soon. Oh goody. Sounds like a great place. Oh man, I don't want to die. Let's see. Hopefully one red potion will get us through the tower. Now I think winged boots actually spawn in one of these little side houses. They're just houses that have been taken over by monsters. So we may play around with that when we come back next time. I shall give you a title of warrior. Make sure you live up to it. And I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone. Man, if we had only had this back in the day. there would have been far less mistyping of passwords in this game. And I think that'll do it for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll keep doing this. Certainly I'll be playing through these games to get footage for my transition scenes, my musical scenes that I'm using on my Twitch channel. And if you would like to catch me live streaming, just search for Raise78 on twitch.tv. I try to stream between 1 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I notate music live. Often I'm just playing some good old retro games. Lately I've been playing through Banjo-Kazooie on my brother's N64 and Echo the Dolphin on my Sega CD. So maybe I'll see you over there. Everyone have a great day.